Whenever we look at the appropriations for the state of Oklahoma, I want to say that we work off of a balanced budget. It's constitutionally demanded, and so we always have that out in the very forefront as we lead off. We do have a design of how we come up with our budget. In the Senate, we have 6 different subcommittees on appropriations. We have like education, general government, transportation, health and human services, natural resources, regulatory services, public safety and judiciary, and then select agencies. Select agencies are the non-appropriated agencies, but we want to make sure that we're covering every agency in state government. In the Senate, normally we have 48 senators. Right now we have District 22 will have an election, so we have 47 senators in the Senate now, but every senator is a member of an appropriations subcommittee. So it gives them the opportunity to get involved in the budgets of different agencies. The subcommittee members will look at the agencies, they will analyze their budget requests, they will look at their budget work programs, they will review their performance measures, and they will ask the agency different questions about their programs and how they are effective, and even look sometimes at outside money like federal money that may flow into that particular program. And they're also involved in negotiating some of the appropriations with our House counterparts. And of course, later on, we'll make recommendations to our full Appropriations Committee. They will meet with me, the subcommittee chairs, every Wednesday morning during session. And so we talk about all of the different subcommittees, some of their requests, and then also address some of their cooperative efforts with our House counterparts. So we look at a timeline. By October the 1st, agencies should be submitting their budgets to the legislature. This year, because of COVID, we allowed some agencies to respond as late as November the 1st, but we have all those in hand at the moment. And so in January, and that's where we are now, our appropriations subcommittees are beginning to hold hearings, and they will do the analysis that I talked about a little bit earlier. They'll talk about their performance measures. They'll talk about their additional requests. This is my 6th year in the legislature, and one thing we can always count on is that we always have requests that far exceed the money that we have available to spend. And so the subcommittees have to really get in and look at what are the needs of the state of Oklahoma. February, whenever session starts, the governor will address us, and we'll present the governor's budget. And that will be recommendations to the legislature for the budget. But in February also the Board of Equalization meets. Now they met in December, they gave us a preliminary number, but the February number is one we are constitutionally bound to in writing the budget from. Now there can be additional bills that we can raise revenue during session. If the governor signs them, we can add to that. But basically that's the number that we work off of. And then February through April, we look at what are the budgets of some of the agencies. Will there need to be a supplemental? And currently I can say we're only considering one supplemental, and that's going to be on the court system. And so we'll consider that February through April. And then when we get into late April or into May, subcommittees get their budget allocations, and they convene the General Conference Committee on Appropriations, or known as GCCA. And by this time, the Senate and the House Appropriations Subcommittees have decided most of what they want to recommend to the full Appropriations Committee. That's Chairman Wallace in the House and to myself in the Senate. And then we go and we work out the differences. And then in May, we begin to file the appropriation bills. And if we're able to pass those during session, the governor has 5 days to sign or veto a bill, or it becomes law without the governor's signature. If the bill is passed during the last week of session, the governor has 15 days to sign it, or it becomes a pocket veto. And session is set the end of the last Friday in May. Right now, we're in full swing of budget hearings in the Senate. We want to find out what the needs are of the people of Oklahoma, and our duty is to make sure the needs of the taxpayers are being met with taxpayers' money.